Hi guys, and welcome to a competitive EDH card review about Kykar Wind's Fury. It's a new Jeskai legendary commander that reads: whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. And the secondary ability, an activated ability, sacrifice a spirit, add 1 red mana to your mana pool. Reviewing this new bird Jeskai wizard, we should look into and compare it with Nigella the Blade Blossom and Idris Maelstrom Wielder. So why Idris? So first off, I think that Kaykar could build a decent storm deck. Whenever you cast a spell, you get a token and then you can sacrifice that token for mana. That will help you assemble and win through storm. And Idris is pretty much a really solid storm commander choice. And then Kykar also has a lot of similarities with Nigella. Whenever you cast that non-creature spell, you get a token. And whenever a warrior attacks, Nigella produces a token. That will produce more tokens. Here's the thing. If you want to build a storm deck, Idris is going to be the better choice. I definitely think that Idris is going to be a stronger storm deck, a more solid and more functional storm deck compared to Kykar. And if you want to build some sort of an aggro control deck where you overproduce tokens and swarm your opponents, then Nigella is going to be the stronger choice for you as well. Nigella will produce more tokens compared to the Jeskai Bird Wizard Wind's Fury. But this is where Kykar actually has some playability, so it's a mix between the two. For example, if you want to build a storm deck that has a backup beatdown plan, swarming your opponents with tokens, then Wind's Fury is a potential choice. For example, you fail to win with Storm, but you keep all the spirits, you don't draw your 80 Flux Reservoir. Now, you have a lot of spirits in play and you can use them to kill your opponents one by one. That is gonna be something at the very least. And if you wanna build that Jeskai control deck, a deck that is filled with counterspells that swarm your opponents with tokens, then I definitely think that this is the better choice, Tuna and Crom. You get Jeskai, but you also get Black. Now these two commanders are actually extremely good. They draw cards, and that is better compared to producing tokens. Let's look at some storm ideas and concepts with this birdie. So for example, free to cast spells like Gitaxian Probe, pay 2 life, draw a card, look at an opponent's hand, you get a spirit that you can sacrifice for mana. So Gitaxian Probe becomes a ritual for this bird wizard. The same thing with Frantic Search. It's not free to cast, but you untap 3 lands as part of Resolve. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards, and you get that spirit that you can sacrifice for mana. So with your commander, this turns into a ritual. The same thing with Mog Salvage. If you control a mountain, and we're probably going to be controlling a mountain, and an opponent controls an island, and we're probably going to be going up against an opponent that controls an island, it's free to cast, and you destroy an artifact of your opponent. Of course, not your own. You could destroy your own, but you're probably going to have an opponent that controls an artifact that you could destroy during your storm run. And when you cast this by paying no mana whatsoever, it gives you that spirit that you can sacrifice for that mana, turning Mog Salvage into a ritual. It's also going to be pretty nasty with Skull Clamp. And with the mana that we gain through Kykar's spirit, we're going to be casting cards like Fateless Looting. 1 mana, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. And we regain the spirit that was sacrificed to cast this thing, making Fateless Looting free to cast. The same thing with Magmatic Insight. You have to discard a land card, but then you draw 2 cards and you regain the spirit. And we're also going to be gaining spirits when we cast ritual rocks like Mox Opal. So Mox Opal generates 2 mana when you cast it. And the same thing with Mana Crypt. But here's a really cool thing. Here's Azorius Signet. So you're probably going to have a lot of red mana from all your spirits. Use 2 spirits to cast Azorius Signet. Trigger, you gain a new spirit and you sacrifice that spirit and use the mana from that spirit to tap Azorius Signet for mana. So you transform your red mana into blue-white mana. I guess that I should also mention Shared Discovery. So 1 blue mana, tap as an additional cost 4 untapped creatures you control and draw 3 cards. And in this storm build, when you're going through your storm run, you're probably gonna have untapped spirits that you could use to cast this spell. Yeah, I also think that Battle Hymn is gonna be really explosive. In the end, I actually think that this would be a really fun storm deck to pilot. So the final verdict for this Kykar Wind's Fury is actually rather boring. This Jeskai commander has a lot of good stuff on it. A lot of good things that a cEDH deck wants on its commander. 3 colors, that is good. That's gonna help you assemble a good deck. A way to win with Storm. And a way to help Storm actually happen. And also a backup beatdown plan with tokens. That is always cute and always nice to have. But in the end, whatever your Kaykar deck is gonna try to do, another commander is gonna do better. And that is why the verdict is actually rather boring. So it is a functional, decent commander, but we have better options. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and a special thanks to the people that wanted to support me on Patreon. Take care, guys.